past me.
You're a club. Be looked at.
You talk about us.
You're always attracting attention to yourself. Now's the time to let it be.
I'll sit with Murray, he's my friend.
She started in Kalgoorlie, I think it was with the was it Royal Flying Doctor Service or the Aero Club or the
Flying
company,
Doctor Service.
Flying Doctor Service. So she was dealing with radio in that respect, got used to all the terminology of that sort of environment, but also used to being behind the microphone, and she's never wanted to let it go since. So naturally she, along with a few others that founded Capital Community Radio, went along to Curtin, joined Curtin, and had the broadcasting bug put into them at Curtin as a community radio station. One time in the early 2000s, some of you will remember Curtin went through a change and moved into the two feeders mode. Peter Walton and Peter Newman and a few others employing people to broadcast to air and turfing a lot of the volunteers sideways. And that's how I think Capital Community Radio began. True? 10 of them, I think, they're in the Constitution, the names of those founders. Lowell was one of them, a life member of a couple of years ago. Jenna Henborough was another, Les Webb was another, that we all know the names of. And Lowell's been part of the management of this station ever since. She's been the volunteer coordinator, I think, the whole time. Became a programming person as well back about 2007. Before we got our first permanent licence on 90.5, if some of you can remember those days of the low-powered inner suburban station. Anyway, she's been a devil in disguise in many ways, but she's been an absolute rock around which this station has run. Sometimes I think people have thought it was her station. It could almost be at times, but she is a very democratic and player and a teamwork worker as well. She has her responsibilities and takes them seriously, and the reason I think that our volunteers are all so happy is that she is organising them, and some of them are too afraid to say get lost, and others just simply love doing it for her. Either way, at the end of the day, she's achieving the outcome, and everybody loves doing their stint at the station, and she's responsible for that schedule. What else can I say? I think Peter Solomon, you might like to come up and move a motion. You know what to do.
Thanks very much, Russell. It's been a long time coming, this nomination for life membership for Lorraine Winchcombe. She has always resisted any temptation to have her name put forward in this way, but I managed to sit alongside of her at a management meeting, get under her belt, nominate her, and it was passed unanimously by the committee that this nomination would come forward to the annual general meeting. And in moving the motion that Lorraine Winchcombe be appointed a life member, I would like to say that in my years in institutes, business and otherwise, this would be one of the most one of the best life membership awards that I have ever been involved in, and one of the most deserving that I've ever seen. So with those few words, I'd like to nominate officially Lorraine Winchcombe as life member of Capital Community Radio.
I might add that if passed, Lowell will join Jeanette Hembrough, Miriam Atkinson, and the other person who was awarded life membership was Miriam's late husband, Jim. And so she would be number 4 of that. So it's not a frequent honour from this station. Is there a seconder to that nomination?
Can I suggest
you,
we
Alan?
vote by clapping? By acclamation.
What a good idea. Shall we clap the applause to indicate that? I'll take that as read. And Lol?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Sing and dance?
Yeah, well, it's fun, but no more than 20 minutes.
Congratulations. You deserved it.
You know, I thought only when you died you got one of these things. I ain't dying yet, honey. I've got a lot of terrorising to do.
What did we tell you?
Thank you very much. I'm very honoured and I'm trying not to cry. It's just so bloody stupid, isn't it? Don't look at me. Don't you can cry on my behalf. Look, we've got something utterly precious that we work for, and every volunteer should really be very, very privileged to be able to work for Capital Radio. And if you all remember that, that's the main thing. The music we play makes all our people so happy, but what's lovely is that we're utterly worldwide, isn't it? All the people from all around the world too. But it's lovely keeping all our people here, and there's about 50 people here, Rosie, and half would be our volunteers. Thank you all very much for filling in whenever I ring you up and terrorise the hell out of you. I know some of the wives ask me, do you want their blood too? And I said, no, I don't really care about that. I just want their person to fill in. But as long as we never ever lose the heart of our station. I know we've got to get modern, and I know we've got to move on. But let's do it gently and not too dramatically, because our music is only ever heard on our station and nowhere else. So remember that, and thank you all very much.
Well done and well said. Thank you, Lowell, very much, and Peter for the nomination of the committee members in the meeting as well as tonight. That's all.